All right. Today is the Sunday after Thanksgiving 2024. My name's Spencer, and welcome to the Italian Tune-Up. It's been a long time since I really have posted regularly, and it's really because I guess it takes a lot of time, is what I realized, to be a sort of content creator. Just a little bit about me and what I'm doing. I am using this to formally announce a new project that I'm working on. As I've posted some videos in the past on my channel, I am lucky enough to own a car named Bambina. She is a 1975 308 GT4, and I am about to take on a massive project to resto mod this car in a way that I'm just absolutely amazed that it is going to come together like this. So I looked at doing all types of hot rod projects that are available with the 308 motor. And really what I found was in the long run, there's a lot that you can do to that motor, but there's a lot that that motor has that sort of hinders itself regardless of how much money you throw at it. And so I looked at, doing sort of bore stroker kits and really kind of hot rodding it, but no matter what and how much money you throw at it, unless you're really doing something to modify or build a custom set of heads that work on it, you're kind of hit this peak power of 300 horsepower. And I just wanted something that would be a little bit more. The reason being, I looked at even getting modern cars, but I'm don't have room in my life for too many things. There are all these people who have huge car collections and stuff, and I really want to have one car that will do it all for me, or really kind of like two cars, given I have my daily driver and Bambina. And so what you see kind of sitting behind me here is an engine and a transmission in my living room. This is the F131 that is available in the Ferrari 360, and I have a full engine and transmission. And I'm going to be the first person to really kind of swap one of these into a 308 GT4. We are going to do a standalone computer, to which I have already gotten the Haltech R5 that you see right here. There's going to be more videos kind of coming up on all this sort of stuff, not only building it out, but just why I made the selections I have. I've really kind of been sitting on all this stuff for about 6 months now. But what it really kind of came down to was when I was shopping for cranks out of 360s, which you use to do the bore stroker kit, I started looking at the price of the engine and what you really could kind of get out of it. And what I found was I could have something that makes anywhere between 400 and 500 horsepower, possibly, if I'm really pushing the envelope, considering I'm going with a standalone computer and can kind of do a couple things with the ignition system to see if I can bring some more power into this motor. But then that also said I needed to get a transmission. And I'm a very budget conscious person. I'm not the type of sort of typical Ferrari owner who has tons of bucks to throw at something. I'm okay, but I'm not like a super rich dude. And so I wanted to accomplish a couple of things. And one, there's all these great manual transmission videos and conversion kits out there that go for, like 15K for a kit, and then another 10 or 15K to put them in. And I wanted to see, after a lot of studying, if I could do this for significantly less money. And so you can see I have the part on here from the semi-auto of the automated manual, but I want to be the person who does kind of like a least expensive version of the conversion from a semi-automated manual to a full manual. To which, I have other parts here that I've been collecting along this journey. This is a shifter out of a 911 Porsche 997, and also works on one of the Boxers as well. It's made by a company called Numeric. And it actually has the sort of same push-pull pattern as a Ferrari, as many of these parts and pieces here can be used on multiple Ferraris, but also multiple cars. The Maserati Gran Turismo, the Audi and R8, and the Lamborghini Gallardo. I think there was a couple, let's see, Maserati 4200 Coupe, the Maserati Quattroporte, the sort of first series of sedans. They all had transmissions that were made by this same company who made this for Ferrari, which is a company called Graziano. And I think between sort of mashing up a couple of different parts that I can do this conversion for maybe $1,500 to around $1,000 is kind of where I'm at the moment. Though I have to kind of custom make a couple of parts, but it's not reinventing the wheel or anything like that. It's actually just like a couple of sort of lever and brackets, and that's it. Because even the base kits, they're asking for, I don't know, $5,000-$10,000 for OEM Ferrari parts just for like the stuff you get down here. I also don't have the need to make it look like a 360 on the inside, so I can afford to make some, use some different parts. I'm not trying to make sort of like a perfect appearance factory car, but I am trying to make something that looks very factory for the 308 GT4, so that when people look in it, they see subtle nuances and differences, like a gated 6-speed cover instead of the gated 5-speed and reverse cover. So it should be a really cool project. I hope everybody takes the time to follow along as I'm posting videos. My car has been in my garage on the other side of town, here in downtown San Diego, getting ready. As I was working on it to sort of start my Restomod project for quite some time, and sort of confused and delayed as to what I was going to do. Now that I have clear direction, I pretty much just need to get that motor back together, even though it's a fully functioning motor, and pull it out of the car and essentially make room and start sort of getting ready to fab up mounts to see if I could drop this in. People have thought about this on 308s before, but there just physically isn't like the room in the back of that car because of its shorter wheelbase. But the GT4, I believe it's possible. I may have to push into the rear cabin a little bit, but I can do that. And I think it's been done once on a Mondial, but that was done by the creme de la creme of Ferrari companies, and as far as restorers and sort of fab companies. But that would be, I think it was DK Engineering in England. So we know that was a top tier project. Mondials and GT4s, they're actually pretty similar. So make some comments here, do whatever you like. I guess I have to say the like and subscribe. I hate that. But if you want to sort of go on this journey of me, a person who has no engineering background, has no sort of mechanical background aside for being a bicycle mechanic, and learning everything that I know about working on cars by being hands-on and through forums and YouTube and stuff. And I can't do absolutely everything, but I hope to at least being designing almost absolutely everything. And then there's probably going to be a couple places where a couple of fab guys need to come in and do their magic on the car as far as welding in the mounts and stuff like that. And then I'll probably need some assistance with setting up the Haltech, and I'm going to be rewiring the entire car. Part of this and going to the Haltech is modernizing all the wires in the car. No more fuses, no more relays, and everything should really work well. It's going to be a heck of a project, but come along for the ride. Welcome to the Italian Tune-Up.